All right, so I'm going to show you guys how to draw a 2-inch by 2-inch grid on this 12 by 18-inch paper. And I'm going to show you how to do it with a 12-inch ruler. So I know I have a 24-inch ruler, and in our classroom we have 24 and 30-inch rulers. However, at home, we only have access to a 12-inch ruler. So I'm going to show you how to do this with a 12-inch ruler, okay? So first you're going to need your 18 by 12-inch paper, okay? This is the medium-sized paper that I gave you. It is 12 inches by 18. So you can double check that, place your ruler across, and you should be able to see it. All right, I'm going to adjust this a little bit. Trying to get the whole paper in here as much as I can. Okay. So, you guys have already learned how to draw a 1-inch by 1-inch grid. All right, we learned that a couple weeks ago. But now we're going to do a 2-inch by 2-inch grid. This is the exact same process, except for the fact that we're doing it every 2 inches instead of every 1 inch. So, what we're going to do, we're going to take our ruler and our pencil. Now, I'm going to draw my marks a little bit larger and a little bit darker than what they should be so you guys can see them clearly. But for your projects, you need to draw them light, okay? So you're going to take your ruler. We're going to start on the long side. And you're going to line your 0 up. Now on this ruler, 0 is the edge. On your ruler, if it's a wood ruler, they sometimes have a little line, and so make sure you line that up. So we're going to line our ruler up with the 0. And every 2 inches, we're going to make a mark. So we're going to go 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Now I'm not doing 12 because it's right on the edge. What I'm going to do is then slide my ruler down. I'm going to put 0 right on one of my marks. You can see that it lines up with 2 and 4 nicely. So that means I have it in the right spot. Then I'm going to go 6, 8, 10. So you need to go every 2 inches. So every even number, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Okay? So now I've made my marks across the top. And remember, I'm making mine darker and larger than what you should be making yours, just so it's easy for you guys to see. So now I'm going to come down here to the bottom. I'm going to line my ruler up with the edge. Do not rotate your paper. Leave your paper the way it is. Just slide the paper up. So now I'm going to mark 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Move my ruler down. Line it up. 0, 2, and 4 line up nice. 6, 8, 10. So now I have my marks at the top and the bottom. Now, just like in a 1 inch by 1 inch grid, we're going to do the exact same process. We're going to take our ruler. We're going to line it up with our top mark and our bottom mark. I know it's a little hard to see. And we're going to draw our lines. Remember, I'm drawing these darker than what they should be so you can see them. So I'm just going to work my way down the paper. Make sure you have a nice hold on your ruler. Okay, I usually use my thumb and my index finger, and I have a nice wide spread, so that way I can hold the ruler and I put a little bit of pressure. You don't have to put so much pressure that you're hurting your hand. Just put a little bit of pressure, so that way it doesn't go anywhere. Some rulers are anti-slip and they have like cork on the back, and those are really nice, but because they're anti-slip, they don't slide easily, which is the point. But when you're trying to move your ruler around, they can get a little annoying. So I'm not a big fan of anti-slip rulers, but I know some people absolutely love them. Okay, so now we've done the easy part. Boom. We should have 9 boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 boxes. These are 2 inches, right? Because this is a 2-inch box, it's 2 inches this way, all right? Because it's 2 inches, and this paper is 19 inches or 18 inches long. If you take 18 and you divide it by 2, you have 9. That's how many boxes you should have. So 9 boxes. Nice straight lines, marks at the top and the bottom. You can see how they're nice and evenly spaced. Now we're going to rotate our paper. Now that was the exact same process we did for the 1 inch by 1 inch grid. This is where things are going to get a little bit different because we only have a 12-inch ruler. So we're going to line our ruler up every 2 inches. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 is the end. Now, we didn't have to move our ruler when we were measuring, but we are going to have to move our ruler when we draw our lines. So I'm going to scoot the paper up, and about halfway through the paper, I'm going to make marks again. Make sure you make these nice and light. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. And then we're going to do it one more time at the bottom. Our ruler is not long enough to go all the way across the page, so we need to make the marks in the center as well. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. All right, so now you can see I have marks on the left side, middle, and right side. Okay, now I'm going to connect. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to line my ruler up with the first 2 marks. Okay, I'm going to draw my line, and I'm going to stop. Then I'm going to slide my ruler down, line it up with the middle mark and the mark on the right, and continue drawing my line. So you are going to have to move your ruler. This is why it's really important that you measure correctly. Draw very lightly, because if you mess up your line, you should be able to erase it. Because your boxes should be 2 inches by 2 inches if we measure them. So you can actually draw a grid on any size paper with a 12-inch ruler. You might just have to make more guide marks. And that's fine, and do one section at a time. Okay, so now we have 6 boxes by 9 boxes. So the last step you're going to do, for this particular project, we're going to work vertically. This is horizontal. This is vertical. So we're going to work vertically for this project. So we are going to label it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. So your paper should end at I, start at A. So this first box right here in the top corner is A1. Now I drew my letters nice and large and dark so you guys can see them. Obviously I want your guys's small and light. Your line should also be nice and light. But this is what a 2-inch by 2-inch grid looks like. If we were to actually look at one of these boxes and measure it, 2 inches by 2 inches. That's what we want. So you should have 6 boxes across, 9 down for your 2-inch by 2-inch grid.